Look at this dope cover. Old man Batman jumping at Batman Beyond from above, and his arm is all broken and short-circuiting out. I can't look at this cover anymore. But the book is Batman Beyond, the Batgirl Beyond trade paperback. I've just finished the last couple stories. It's about to go back to the library. So I'm going to take a page out of Larry King's Undead, Larry King Undead's reviews, where he does reviews in 1 minute. Man, I'm already 30 seconds. Man, I talk way too much. All right. Great trade paperback. Go get it. You're going to have so much fun. There's one stinker story in the entire book, and these last two are just fun, like straight out of the cartoon stories. I'm not going to rehash them because what might be interesting is I kind of wonder, chicken or the egg? Did these comics come first and then they borrowed plot elements for the show later, or vice versa? These are issues 1 and 2 of Batman Beyond Volume 2. And so I think they came out in 1999, like right around the first season of the show. So as I was reading, I was thinking, man, I've got Deja Vu, Grounded. I kind of remember Terry being grounded, but then they kind of switched things up, and there's also kind of like a nice motif of how Bruce Wayne thinks of himself as Batman in his own imagination, which is kind of one of the most interesting things about the character from Bruce Timm's animated universe. I want to call attention to Hilary J. Bader was the writer of both of these issues. Craig Rousseau was the penciler, Rob Leigh was the inker, and Tim Harkins was the letterer. Sorry, Lee Lowridge, didn't mean to skip over you. All right, so Tim Harkins, I want to call attention to that because the letterer usually gets ignored, but it is an important job, and in 1999, they were still hand lettering, so I just noticed as I was reading, oh wow, like he can do like little emphasis things and move some things around that aren't like super duper nice, like it's an InDesign, but they look okay, and his letter E's are different from word to word, so it just has like this fresh hand-drawn feel that fits with the overall look of the comic. Man, bring back hand lettering. I don't know, if comic books is going through a rough phase, maybe we need to pour a little bit more love into the details. So Grounded is basically young Terry McGinnis is going to fight an 80-year-old Batman. They do a cool in media race where you're fighting and they don't know why, and then you kind of see both sides of the story. Bruce talks about how in his mind he thinks of himself as Batman. I've got an essay from high school where I wrote about that, and I hadn't read that many comics back then, but it was a pretty good essay, and I talked about that scene from Batman Beyond as a key point for developing Bruce's character. I was so proud of that senior high essay. I got to write about superheroes. So issue 2, they kind of spoiled that Ink shows up. Ink's kind of the most recurring villain in Batman Beyond. I like how they would redo villains like Clayface, but maybe give them a different vibe or a different feel. This is another one where I feel like they did the cartoon plots and then they, took a couple little elements like that. There are like little scenes that are very reminiscent of previous Ink episodes, but they maybe try to like mix it up a little bit, like have her try to do a super cool trick where she manipulates people by wrapping herself around them like the Venom skin. That was the mystery. The mystery was Ink was behind it the whole time, and the cover spoiled it. But they're just so fun, straightforward. The fun of Terry McGinnis, he's actually kind of like a fun, jokey kid under a sullen, moody Bruce Wayne. So now that I've read this can go back to the library. A great book. You should pick it up 100%. Every story was good. What's interesting is there's maybe like a variety to them. So some of them are kind of like good character building stories. They're a little sad. Some of them are just really fun, straightforward adventure stories where Max, I love Max, she's my waifu. And then there are some that are more directly inspired by the animated series style and tone. And then there's the weird ones with like with this one stinker, 95% great stuff. That's it. 5 minutes. That's good. I'm Normal Marmaduke fan. I love you guys. Catch you later.